I want you guys to have to make that difficult choice between us and the basketball game. So we're going to go 90 minutes today. We'll be right back. Big Mike, Rob Calloway, Sports Kings Live.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Big Mike.
Yep, and this is RC, Rob Calloway.
First of all, we'd like to thank everybody for being down with the Kings and for supporting Sports Kings Live.
Your listens, downloads, likes, and follows have allowed this show to grow by leaps and bounds in just a few months.
Now, if you have a product or a business and you'd like to promote it on this show,
it's simple. Just email us at sportskingslive@gmail.com. And once again, thank you for being down with the Kings.
Pretty ladies, what's up? Odell.
Let's go! Yeah! Turn up!
Sports Kings Live, Big Mike, Rob Calloway. You're listening to us via Spreaker.com. We're also on the Spreaker app on your iPhone and your Android. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Sports Kings Live, as well as on email, sportskingslive@gmail.com. Now, we gotta get through this last 30 minutes. We've BS'd around enough about things that don't matter, which is not true. Everything matters. Everything that I talked about on today's show matters. In particular, Queen Latifah's breasticles. That was a very, very disturbing part of my weekend. I still have not gotten over it. It's one of those things you can't out. No, they weren't elbows, dude. That's the thing. Golf is asking me if they were elbows. No, it's exactly what I'm talking about. They were like two saddlebags, man. But they were in the front. They were both in the front instead of on the side. It was like she had one of those like deep navels too. I'm gonna have a nightmare about this. It's gonna be the anti-wet dream. It's gonna be a dry dream, the driest one ever. Yeah, dude, that's what's gonna happen to me. It's gonna wake me up out of my sleep. Anyway, all right, moving on. A couple other things happened yesterday in the world of NBA. Oh crap, Rob! You know what we didn't do? Crap. You didn't even remind me. We ain't even do on this day yet. All right, let's do that real quick, and then we'll talk about the other stuff that happened in the world of the NBA. Here we go.
It's the Sports Kings.
On this day. Yeah, our producer's fired for not reminding us about this. All right, on this day in 1922, Babe Ruth and Bob Musial returned to the New York Yankees lineup. They had been suspended on October 16, 1921 for barnstorming. You guys know what barnstorming is? I know what it is because I've read a couple of books about the Negro Leagues. Basically, what barnstorming is where you just kind of like go from town to town, these little small towns, and play these little exhibitions. The reason they got suspended was because they had just appeared in the World Series, and there was a Major League Baseball rule that if you appeared in the World Series, you couldn't do any barnstorming during the off season. So when that comes up on Jeopardy, you're welcome. On this day in 1941, Taft Wright of the Chicago White Sox set an American League record for 13 consecutive games with an RBI. On this day in 1946, Claude Bassot made his first error since September 21st, 1941. Damn, it's like 5 years. He set the pitcher's fielding record at 273 consecutive errorless chances. On this day in 1947, the Philadelphia A's catcher Buddy Rozar made an error to halt his record-setting streak of 147 errorless games. On this day in 1959, the New York Yankees were in last place for the first time since May 25th of 1940. So damn near 20 years between the New York Yankees being in first place or in last place. On this day in 1984, Roger Clemens got his first victory. It's funny. Yesterday we did on this day, and he had gotten like his 287th victory on yesterday.
That was this week, wasn't it?
So almost like bookmark. On this day in 1988, Mike Schmidt hit his 535th home run to move into 8th place on the all-time list. On this day in 1991, a list which has since then been obliterated. He might be like number 50 now. On this day in 1991, Jeff Reardon got his 300th career save. On this day in 1995, Marty Cordova tied a rookie record when he recorded home runs in 5 consecutive games. On this day in 2001, San Francisco's Barry Bonds became the 13th player in Major League history to hit home runs in 4 consecutive at-bats. Wait, was that yesterday? That may have been for yesterday. I meant to read this one. All right. On this day in 2006, Barry Bonds of the San Francisco Giants tied Babe Ruth for second place with his 714th career home run. That's after going, I think he went like 29 at bats without a home run. Like for him, that's like an eon. Like 29 at bats. What the hell is wrong with him? You get a fresh batch. The other one must be tainted of steroids. I mean, if you don't.
He was trying to get it on his own. That's what happened. He tried to get it by himself.
I doubt that ever happened. Like, I doubt that ever happened with Barry. He was like, whatever, give me more.
Skinny Barry started talking. Skinny Barry started talking to him. You can do this, man. You can do this, man.
Okay, back to the NBA. A couple things happened today, or yesterday, as a matter of fact. The draft lottery went down. I think we did the last 3 picks live, or last 4 maybe. Where's the article with the draft order? Because I want to give them to you guys from the top 10 on down. We'll do it that way. So we'll go Miami Heat, Charlotte Hornets, Detroit Pistons, Denver Nuggets, Sacramento Kings, Orlando Magic. 4-3-2-1 is the New York Knicks, which they had the old bitter beer face when that happened.
Boo face.
Then here go your boy Byron Scott want to wink at somebody. Like he want to get into a fight
you saw that?
on national TV.
Yeah, gotcha.
The Philadelphia 76ers, the LA Lakers at 2, and the Minnesota Timberwolves at 1. Now all of a sudden, no one cares if they're number 1 anymore. Everyone's like, I don't care. And I don't really need to be number 1. I could be a little bit later. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to go to Minnesota. Old Jaleel. Somebody doesn't want to go to old Minnesota. And here's the thing. No one's going to blame him. Okay, Rob. Minnesota, L.A., quick.
L.A.
All right, see? You don't have to be a first-round pick to make that choice. And for those of you who care here in Atlanta, the Hawks have the 15th pick. And from this mock draft that I'm looking at from the Bleacher Report, they're being projected to take the guard forward out of Wisconsin, the guy that played with Frank the Tank, Sam Decker. Pretty good shooter, decent defender from what I saw during the tournament. Don't really have an official scouting report on the kid, just, the old eye test.
They have CBS Sports. They have Trey Lyles, the power forward from Kentucky, going 15 to the Hawks.
Okay. We'll see. I told you, I don't care about any of these kids until they show that they can ball.
They also have R.J. Hunter at 16 going to the Celtics.
Well, there's that. Why would you even do that? Why would you bring R.J. Hunter into this conversation? It was totally disrespectful to the show. I think you owe everyone involved in the apology.
Come on, man. Because at some point I'm sure we'll have Coach on the show. Just showing the family some love, man.
All right, I guess. All right, what else has happened in the world of the NBA? The reports came out today that Scott Brooks is considering sitting out the year and not even taking another coaching job this year. He may just, take a break for a little while.
He's still getting paid, right? He got fired. He was still under contract, I think.
I'm not sure.
If he's getting paid, I sit at home, too.
The all-defensive team came out today. Guys like my guy DeAndre is on it. A couple of Hawks got some votes, but I don't think any. Where the hell is the damn? See, man, this is what happens when you get old. Your eyes get bad, and now I can't find the damn thing that I'm looking for. That's the draft order. Here it is. All right. Back on track here.
Look at that suit. Charles Barkley got on the ugly suit tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And Shaq has on a disco. But what the hell Shaq got on?
Okay, here's your 2014-15 NBA All-Defensive Team, first team. At forward, Kawhi Leonard. The other forward is Draymond Green. At your guards is Tony Allen. Center, DeAndre Jordan. At your point guard is Chris Paul. Your second team goes Anthony Davis at forward. Jimmy Butler is at the shooting guard. Andrew Bogut is at the center. John Wall made it in as your point guard, and Tim Duncan made it in as your other forward. As far as the Atlanta Hawks go, DeMar Carroll got some votes. Jeff Teague as well. Paul Millsap got some votes, as well as Al Horford. Jeff Teague actually got one first-place vote, or a first-team vote. And I think DeMar Carroll got one first-team vote as well. All right. I think we're almost – I'm not even going to talk about this Gary Payton situation. It's idiocy. For some reason, he hates basketball now, which If I can,
Why?
if I can be reminded, because it's if you've done something for so long, it's hard to still love it. Yeah, but it made you rich, so you know.
And it's not like he's one of these dudes better because he didn't get a ring, because he ring chased and caught on with the Heat. Who was that? The Heat? When Shaq and D Wade
And then somebody fooled
won that championship.
somebody fools Fox Sports into believing that he could talk about sports on TV. Big mistake. Like,
Yeah.
didn't he just catch a case? Some sort of domestic violence case, or assault case or something? About
Yeah,
a month
it was
ago?
something. Yeah, I did see something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Too bad. He hates basketball now, apparently, so that's that. As far as tonight's game goes, before we get into anything else, because I don't want to run out of time before we do this, I can definitely skip the NFL stuff, but I don't want to, in the last, 20 minutes of the show. We did our preview yesterday. The Hawks Cavs go down tonight at Phillips Arena, 8:30 on TNT. This is why we're abbreviating the show and only going to 8:30 tonight. Saw it interesting. It wasn't really that interesting, but it was funny based on our conversation yesterday. This Chris Webber, Reggie Miller Q&A pertaining to the Hawks, and part of it was pertaining to the Hawks. Let me not say that it was pertaining to the entire playoffs. But the funny part about the comments to the question, what are your thoughts on how the Atlanta Hawks played the Cleveland Cavaliers in the regular season, and the team not having Thabo Sefolosha? The answer doesn't make a difference. It's just the beginning of the answer. He says, Chris Webber says, I understand they had success this year, but it means absolutely nothing heading into the series. Reggie Miller says, from a psychological standpoint, the Hawks should feel confident because they beat this team. However, in the regular season, you are not planning for the series. And it just goes back to what I said yesterday. This is what the Hawks are. The new name for the team is the Atlanta Hawks Butt.
But
The Atlanta Hawks, and like Reggie switched it up a little bit. He went however, but it still means the same damn thing.
But comma.
Right.
Yeah, same thing.
But and here, quite frankly, that's the stigma that you're gonna have to live with. Not necessarily have to shake, because the people who feel that way are gonna feel that way. But who did I see on TV? Oh, Brad Doherty today. I don't know why he always catches me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not used to him talking about basketball yet. I'm still used to him talking NASCAR. So I'm used to ignoring him until he says stuff like, yeah, you better get DeMar Carroll off TV before LeBron goes for 50 tonight. Like, who thinks LeBron is that guy? Like, LeBron going off is like 35, 12, and 11. That's a LeBron going off. Like, when everything, like the stat sheet is filled up. This is not Michael Jordan we're talking about. Like, yeah, you start tugging on Michael Jordan's cape, yeah, you might be in for a 55 tonight. But LeBron don't even play that way. That's not even the way he wants to play. Like, what the?
Right.
And you hear Brad Doherty too. Yeah, he's from that same part of France you from. He on TV talking about, yeah, we. You don't play for him anymore, Brad. You're on ESPN. Do the gig. Like, just, be the guy they're paying you to be. You ain't part of that damn team, or is he? Is he? Because I didn't even know Vlade Divac was a part of the Sacramento Kings.
No, I don't think so.
And I don't feel bad about that either, because if I spent time paying attention to the Sacramento Kings and their owner who feels like, what did he say? They got an owner who said that they should always leave a dude back and just play defense 4-on-5 every time. Did you hear about that? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Because, you know why, too? Because it worked for his daughter's Little League team. Yeah, so that's why that should happen. All right, the Hawks. So I gave you guys all the numbers yesterday. Tonight it's just the game's going to happen. We'll break it down tomorrow. I think I'm not on the side of people who feel like this is, it's Cleveland's game to lose. I think the Hawks are going to win this game. I think, and I hope that the energy level inside the arena is appropriate for the game, the level of the game that's being played here tonight. And more so than that, I hope that the Hawks, and mainly when I say the Hawks, I'm usually talking about Jeff Teague, that he's on his game tonight. We've seen Jeff Teague. Derrick Rose was his MVP year? Because that was kind of Jeff Teague's coming out in the playoffs against Derrick Rose, when no one really knew who Jeff Teague was and what you were going to get from him. And he went toe-to-toe with that dude. his level of play rose to the level of competition. So hopefully he's not looking across the court